We have a serious emergency on our hands.
We must take action.
We do not want your help. Is that clear? We don't want your help.
After The Dark Knight hit theaters, fans turned their attention to Christopher Nolan's next Batman movie. At the time, a widely accepted theory began to circulate. The next Batman villain would be the Riddler. The idea was that Nolan would craft a psychological thriller where the Riddler, acting almost like a detective, would hunt down Batman and ultimately expose the lie created by him and Commissioner Gordon. People were casting actors for the role, writing fan plots, and assuming it was all but confirmed. But when the real news about The Dark Knight Rises began to come out, the theory was quickly debunked. Still, it marked a turning point, the beginning of a trend where fan theories and fake leaks about Nolan's next project began popping up like wildfire. After the release of Oppenheimer, Variety reported that Nolan was interested in adapting the 1960s mystery thriller The Prisoner. The story follows a British secret agent who's abducted and sent to a strange village, one he cannot escape due to fear of being killed. The narrative focuses on others trying to uncover the agent's past and secrets through mind games and manipulation. It's the kind of cerebral, high-concept narrative that fits right into Nolan's wheelhouse, complete with themes of identity, isolation, and surveillance. As it turns out, Nolan had actually attempted to make this film back in 2009. However, the project fell apart when a different remake of The Prisoner entered development. Since then, every time Nolan finishes a new movie, speculation reignites about him returning to the project. Sometime after Oppenheimer's Oscar win, a Reddit user claimed that someone they knew had inside information about Nolan's next film. Supposedly, Nolan and his production team had planned to visit the NYPD aviation unit and spend time at their facilities in preparation for a new movie starring Matt Damon. The plot was rumored to be set in a futuristic New York City and follow a helicopter cop who spearheads the development of a new high-tech helicopter, one so dangerous that it attracts the attention of a terrorist group. Allegedly, Nolan distributed copies of the 1983 film Blue Thunder to those in the aviation unit as reference, suggesting that this would serve as a major inspiration. For a while, fans genuinely believed that this helicopter cop movie was the next big Nolan project, but that theory was finally put to rest when Nolan's actual film was revealed, an adaptation of Homer's The Odyssey. In October 2024, the casting of Tom Holland in Nolan's next film reignited the rumor mill. Early reports suggested that the project would not take place in present day, which led many to believe it would be a period piece. Then came a more surprising twist. A report from IO9 claimed that Nolan was developing a 1920s vampire movie. At first, the idea seemed out of character, especially considering that Ryan Coogler was working on a similar vampire-themed project, combined with earlier whispers that Nolan's next project might dip into horror. The vampire rumor started to gain some serious traction. In 2023, rumors began circulating that Nolan had been approached to helm Amazon's new reboot of James Bond. Following the end of the Daniel Craig era, negotiations were supposedly underway, with Nolan in talks to direct 2 or 3 movies, while also producing the rest. Details about the plot were scarce, but it was said that Nolan wanted to stick closely to Ian Fleming's original novels, meaning the film would likely be a period piece. It made sense given Nolan's admiration for the Bond franchise and his repeated comments that it would be an honor to direct a film in the series. However, Nolan would later deny being in talks for the project.
No, sadly no. No truth to those rumors, but very thrilled that the strike is over and we can all get back to work.
So now you know, every time you hear a rumor about Nolan's next movie, just know that it's most likely fake.
Thank you.